Hello everybody, welcome to the Flight Sim Deck. My name is Patrick. I'm going to be your captain today. We're out here in Virginia, about 26 miles from downtown Washington, D.C. And we're at Washington Dulles International Airport. And today we'll be doing a United flight, number 229. And that'll be from KIAD to KSAN, San Diego, California. And here's the flight right now. We're getting everybody boarded and we'll be departing very soon. Going to go over the route with you, and then set up a couple things on the plane, and then we'll be heading out of Washington out to California. So it's going to be the route today. It's going to be a long flight, about 5.5 hours. It'll be going across just about the entire country, and we'll be heading out of Washington this way, heading south a little bit, and then we'll be coming across this way, getting into a lot of the desert land of the United States, and then over the mountains a little bit, at the base of the mountains, and we'll be coming in, hopefully, runway 27, it'll be straight in, right over here. Okay, back in the cockpit, we're going to take a look at the plan here, make sure everything is connected up right. Going through step by step. A lot of excuse me, a lot of waypoints on this flight today. And we'll stop there, and most likely getting 27, but we're going to leave the final approach off for now. Starting the number 2 engine, we're pushing back now. It started raining. It's been raining on and off at the airport today. So right now we got some rain on the pushback. And we're going to start the number 2 engine, or the number 1 engine, I'm sorry. Already started the 2. Okay, and we're on our way. We're going to taxi over to runway 30. I got this airport, this is a flight beam, KIAD, and I got it during the Black Friday sale. I think it was about $20, which is around $10 cheaper than it usually is. I think these airports are usually $30. And yeah, it's my first time using it. I never even used the demo before. Just kind of wasn't on my radar, but I'm glad to have it now. Picked this one up, and I picked up San Francisco, which I only had the demo of before, so now I have the full product. And I'll be doing some flights out of there. Definitely one of my favorite airports, so I'll have to do one pretty soon. Getting closer to runway 30, we're just going to make a left up here, and then it'll be on our right. It'll be a right-hand turn. We're in the Boeing 737-900 today. Usually don't get to do a lot of flights in the 900 series, but United happens to fly the 900 on this route, so get to do that today. Looks like it stopped raining, so we won't get to do a rain departure, but that is okay. I'm sure there'll be plenty of that this season. We're just getting started. Okay, gonna hold short here. Alright, get the taxi light off. Strobes on. Set the clocks. Turn the packs off because we are carrying a load today. We need a lot of power. And we'll get the landing lights on. Turn the parking brake off. And we'll get rolling. This will be our departure today, the Klitsch 1. And we'll be doing that in a few moments. Normally they would vector you out straight from this runway a little bit before you make the turn, but we're just going to make the turn once we get high enough. Alright, let's roll.
V1, rotate. V2.
Positive climb, gear up. Get the packs back on. Landing gear lever off. Runway, turn off lights off. Oh, the clouds are kind of blowing us around. Get the VNAV, LNAV, LNAV, and the autopilot. And you start switches to off. Just passing 5,000 feet. We had a big layer to get through today. Well, I guess the VNAV had turned off, so we got that back on. I look out there today, a lot of clouds, a lot of overcast. Got through one of the layers. Now on to the next one. Wow, that's pretty cool. That is active sky 16. Don't always get weather like this every flight, but it's pretty cool when we do, because when you break out of the clouds, everything just looks great. Going through it right now. Passing 10,000 feet, get the landing lights off. I should have had the retractables off, but I didn't. The engine anti-ice and the wing anti-ice. And there we are, finally on top of the layer. Looks beautiful up there today. I'm gonna set our altimeter to 2992. And there we have it, 5 more hours to go. A little camera angle I got with Chase Plane, you saw it in the intro, as we're climbing up. Just hit our cruise altitude, 34,000 feet. Go ahead and get this seatbelt sign off. Not any turbulence at all today at the moment. So it's safe for the passengers to take the seatbelts off. Looking nice out there today, moving away from the clouds, getting pretty clear out here. I'm using Orbx North America openLC for the textures down there. They look great. Best purchase I've ever made from Orbx. Came in very useful because I fly across the states a lot. Now we're starting to get in the desert area, close to Arizona, that type of area. Very nice out there. Also not much clouds out here. A little bit off to our right. Alright, we're getting close to our top of descent. Got a little bit more to go. About 15 miles. Okay, we're going to start the descent now. We're going to go down to 14,000 feet first. Checking out the glare shield view. Big cloud layer we gotta pass through pretty soon. Starting to get a little bumpy over here. This is the approach we're flying, Lucky 1. Just passing 20,000 feet. Nice view of the mountains. Okay, so according to the ATIS, we're going to be landing runway 27. We're going to go ahead and get that programmed in now. We're going to do, yeah, the RNAV, and we'll execute that. Let's go in and have a look at the plan. Okay, so we have a problem there. We just gotta fix that waypoint, and then we'll be all hooked up. Okay, now we should be good. We'll go back to the plan. Alright, looking good. It's just going to run through it right now from the next waypoint. Right in. Okay, everything looks good. Alright, just past 8,000 feet, we got the autopilot off and we're going to hand fly it in the rest of the way. Need to get a little hand flying practice in, so it's now or never when we do that. As we approach San Diego, this will be the approach plate for runway 27. Now, I always found with hand flying too, when I hand fly for a while before landing, I always get much better landings, and that's just because if you've been flying it for the last 5 minutes, you have a good feel for the airplane and what it's doing versus cutting it off at 1,000 feet, which I normally do that. That's normally standard operating procedure for a lot of airlines, but sometimes if you can, hand fly the end of the approach to the the end of it, and get yourself some practice in on hand flying, because when things go wrong, you're going to need to know how to hand fly the airplane, and if you never practice, you're not going to be very good at it. So you got to keep practicing that stuff. Need some more drag right now to get the speed down, so we're going to drop the gear now. And that should bleed off some of the speed. Start putting the flaps out. Getting close to 5,000 feet. Landing elevation will be 16 feet today. Setting the first notch of flaps now. Slowing down to 180 knots. Just past 4,000 feet. Got a little lag there. I think it just loaded in an airport somewhere. Usually that's what that means. Okay, I think this is the last bit of clouds, and then we will have the runway in sight. Three 3,000 feet.
2,500.
We're going to start lining up with the runway. And there it is. We're on the glide slope. little bit of a crosswind coming in from the left. Nice touchdown. Reverse thrust out. I just barely flared it because I thought if I went any more I would float it. Okay, reverser's off. Auto brake off. Putting the flaps up now. Landing lights off. The runway turn-off lights off, and we'll start the APU. Let's get the strobes off. Or actually, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna make this turn first. One of these days I will have an overhead panel. I found one for about 500 bucks. You just got to do all the wiring up yourself, that'll be a task in and of itself. I'll probably do a video on it when I finally do that, but one day we'll have that. I'm going to mount it behind my monitor and have it, you know, come across. Let's have a look at the replay now. Now I must say this is the replay within P3D, and with the PMDG it does not record the spoilers or the reverse thrust. It records the sound, but not the engines opening up or any of that. The Airbus does, but PMDG doesn't. If I used FS Recorder, it would record it. Now we're turning off the taxiway here. Of course the flaps are still down because it locks it on the replay, but as you saw we put them up. So I just have to say that. I wanted to leave this clip in because I thought it was pretty cool, but we gotta look at it with the flaps off. Okay, so we're coming in to our gate, ending this 5.5-hour flight. Southwest is in the house today. Okay, we're going to stop right here. Setting the parking brake. My throttle axes are being crazy there. Actually, it was already on. Okay, set that. And we'll start the shutdown procedure. Engine start lever is to cut off. Get the pack signs off. This is the point when everybody jumps up out of their seats and starts getting their things out of the overhead. Get the fuel pumps off. APU gen started. It should have started actually a few seconds ago. Turn the left aft on. Anti-ice is off. Hydraulic pumps off. Isolation valve to open. Flight director's off. IRS mode selectors off. To get the yaw damper off. Emergency exit lights off. And we'll get the packs off. Actually, I should get the APU off and the fuel pump. Alright guys, this is going to conclude our flight. We're going to shut it down. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.